Stop scrolling for a second. 2025 just started and I need to tell you something. Forget the just do it advice. If you're going to create content this year, you need to do it right. Because trust me, nobody is going to click subscribe or follow to a blurry random video. But don't worry, I've got you with practical steps to make scroll stopping, binge watching content. Even if all you have is your phone. Let's make this year the year you level up and stand out. Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. What's up, Wagwan Wash Popping? How are you guys doing? My name is Susan Adike. I'm a food and lifestyle vlogger currently based in Lagos State, Nigeria. So if this is your first time stopping by, hello, please don't make it your last. Please subscribe to my channel, click the like button, do all of that yada yada, okay? And I am here to help you unlock your creative potentials, the one you thought you don't have. It's 2025, my darling, and while everyone is hyped about just do it, click record, you never know who is watching, yada yada yada. I am here to tell you the honest truth. Do it, but do it right. This is literally not about being perfect, it's about being intentional. Whether you're using an iPhone, Infinix, Samsung, Techno, whatever phone you're using, you can create amazing binge watching content that keeps people coming back. Today we'll be talking about how to level up your content game. From planning to filming to editing and even to finding inspiration. Trust me, you're gonna thank me later. Creating quality content starts before you hit the record button. I'm going to outline some checklists that you need to know before you get started. Number one is define your goal. Why exactly are you creating this video? Is it to educate? Is it to entertain? Is it to promote? If you know the reason why you're creating the video, that would help you to shape your approach. Number two, research and plan. I know majority of people just have an idea in their head and all they just do is click the record and start filming. Trust me, you're gonna flop. So you need to create an outline or a script. Think about your audience pain points and how your content can help to solve them. Number three, optimize your setup. Good lighting is a non-negotiable. Natural light actually does wonders, but trust me, I am filming this video by 7 a.m. If it was in the afternoon, I would have used a natural light, but because it's very early in the morning and I am all dressed for work, that's why I have two lights right in front of me. So yes, invest in ring lights. Number four, test your equipment. Whether it's your phone or your camera or your iPad, ensure that it is clean and steady. I would recommend a tripod stand, but if you cannot afford that, there are so many alternatives. You could lay up books and put your phone there. That way you're not shaking. Number five, create a short list. Yes, this helps you to stay organized and also ensures that you capture everything that you need. Once you've filmed your masterpiece or once you've captured your masterpiece, it is time to edit the video. Here are some beginner-friendly tools. Either you are a startup person or you've started already and let me just put you on. For editing your videos, if you're using your mobile phone, you can use CapCut, VN, and InShot. These are the three top recommended ones that I will tell you. And if you're using your desktop, you can use DaVinci, Filmora Wondershare, and Movavi. Now to create thumbnails. Canva should be your best friend at this point. Canva should be your best friend for thumbnails. Trust me. Either you're creating content for Instagram or you're creating content for YouTube, Canva is the best plug for your thumbnail. It is free. I mean, I use Canva Pro, but it has so many templates for you to pick from. And those templates are quite free. They would help you to make eye-catching thumbnails. Now, when you are editing, you need to focus on some major parts. Cut out fluff to keep your content more engaging. All the parts where you said so many stuff that are not so important, cut them out. Add music. I don't know, music kind of give videos this very cool vibe. I watch a lot of videos that people don't even add background music. I mean, that's fine, provided your content is engaging enough. That's totally fine. But when you're adding music, make sure that it's not higher than your voice. Insert text overlay, and most importantly, transitions. I am a big fan of transitions because it helps to enhance my video. Export in high quality. Depending on what you're using to edit the video, always try to export in high quality, because if you're uploading it on YouTube or even Instagram has this, you know, size that they kind of allow to upload, but YouTube don't care. So 720p or higher is a must. Make sure it is not lower than 720p. I would recommend 1080, but 720 depending on the phone and your phone storage. After editing, you're not done yet. Here is a follow-up process that you need to follow after editing your videos. Upload your videos with intention. Write a very sweet, catching title and description. Also make sure that you use keywords that resonate with your audience. I'm smiling because I'm guilty of this one. Number 2, engage with your viewers. I don't care how big of an influencer you are. I don't care how big your channel is. At least reply the first 10 to 20 comments that are on your videos. This would help to encourage more feedbacks, more comments, more likes, more shares from people that are actually watching your content. Number 3, this part I am not so big on it. Why? Because sometimes I just feel like some people on this platform don't need to know what I do on this platform. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. Promote your content everywhere you can. Share your snippets to Instagram, share it to Facebook, share it to TikTok, share it to everywhere. Your WhatsApp status, I don't care, share it. Okay, I don't do this, but I need to start doing that. If you can enter people's DM, do that. Share your content. Number 4, analyze your performance. I'm very big on this one. So after I post the content, either on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok even, though I'm not very active on TikTok, but I need to do that this year once I get a new phone. On YouTube, I use the YouTube Studio to, you know, go through the analytics, go through the insights to see what exactly is working and use that strategy on another video, if that makes sense. And then on Instagram too, after 24 hours, I always go back to check my insights to see the video that is actually making progress and the one that is not making progress. That would help me to refine my strategy. I need to like replan. What else can I do to up my game? Do you get? So here are Nigerian YouTubers, okay, that you can draw inspiration from across all niches. For lifestyle and productivity, I would recommend Dimma Ume, Vivian Okezie, Lelo Okeke, Kamsin Namani, Kelechi Mgbemena, Auma Ungu, Chantel Anyanwu, The Oddity, and myself, Susan Adike. For tech reviews, Fisayo Fosudo, Eric Okafor. For makeup and beauty, Jackie Aina, Patricia Bright, Dimma Ume, Lydia Stanley, Laifa Beauty. For skincare, Lelo Okeke, Laifa Beauty, Dimma Ume, Ndioma Esther. For fashion, Cynthia Gwebu, I don't know if I pronounced that well, Kelechi Mgbemena, and Chantel Anyanwu. For cooking, Delicious Food, Sisi Yemi. I think those are the major ones that I watch. For vlogging, generally, okay, we have Dimma Ume, we have Shanks Comics, we have Tolani Badge, Tayo Aina, Vivian Okezie, Susan Adike, True Fisayo's Eyes, Tomike Adeoye, Jayan of Africa, Rejoice Screen, Moreni Cage's Vlog, Chantel Anyanwu. There are a lot of them. Kamsin Namani. There are a lot of them that actually vlog, and these vlogs are not just random vlogs that you see and you get bored. These are vlogs that are quality, okay? Kelechi Mgbemena is also one of them. So to round this up, I just want to tell you guys a short story, just in case it's your first time on my channel. I started my YouTube with no real plans, and honestly, for me to be talking about all of this, I'm actually speaking to myself also. I know consistency is great. Trust me, it is great, but quality would always beat consistency all the time. Last year, I aimed for 20k subscribers on YouTube and 10k followers on Instagram, but I ended up with 4,570 subscribers on YouTube and over 5,200 followers on Instagram. Do you know why? Because I was going with the flow without actually being strategic. So this year, I am committing to planning my content and creating videos that I am going to be proud of. So if that means I need to slow down on consistency and produce actual quality content, then so be it. Remember, the content you post is not just about the reflection of your creativity. It is a reflection of your brand. So please make it count. So let us create with purpose, inspire our audience, and make 2025 the best year yet. So here is to 2025. And if you're ready to take that first step, kindly hit the subscribe button and join me on this amazing journey. So here we have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Always remember to love what you do what you love, be yourself, love yourself, and believe in yourself. I remain your favorite baby girl, Susan Adike, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.